Despite being called out by some of the most liberal publications in the country for proven lies, like Mitt Romney being a pioneer in outsourcing, that he was with Bain Capital when he wasn't, the Obama team continues to attack Romney with lies. But they're also out now smearing him over having bank accounts in other countries and for not releasing more of his tax returns. Here's Debbie Wasserman Shultz.
I'd really like to see Mitt Romney release more than 1 year of tax records, because there's been disturbing reports recently that he's got a Bermuda corporation, that a secretive Bermuda corporation that no one knows anything about, investments in the Caymans, investments in it. He's got a Swiss bank account. Why Americans need to ask themselves, why does an American businessman need a Swiss bank account and secretive investments like that? It's just a thought that I'd like to leave folks with.
All right, and if I could,
I have to tell you something. I think I have a Cayman account or a Bermuda account or something.
We knew it.
Yeah. No, I did. I lost tons of money on it. You know what I did? This is about 5 years ago. I think I put a bunch of euros in a bank account outside of the United States. I don't even remember what it was. I don't know.
Betting against the dollar. Betting against America.
I lost my shirt on it.
See?
But I wanted to make sure that I can't even find that money now. I don't even think I have it anymore. But I put, it was like $10,000 or something. I put it there so in case, God forbid, something happened, we would have something, and I was betting on the euro. That's how bad. That's why I say to you, never listen to any financial advice from me. Ever, ever. Don't listen to me on financial things, because I'm a dummy. But, I mean, since when is it bad to have a Swiss bank account? Since when is it bad? Is there something wrong here? First of all, Debbie, Mitt Romney has released his tax returns for 2010, his estimated 2011 returns as well. He filed an extension, so he doesn't have the actual returns yet. That's 2 years' worth of tax returns this time. Now, how many tax returns have you, Debbie Wasserman Shultz, released? 0. None. Not for this year, not for last year, not for any year. You have repeatedly, Debbie, refused requests for transparencies. Your opponents in race after race have said, you don't release it. Can we see your tax returns? You won't do it. And yet you're bashing Mitt Romney for it, and the press, which is treasonous. The press doesn't hold you responsible. They don't say, your opponents have always said and time again that you don't release them. Here's the thing, and you know it, Debbie, because you don't do it. You don't have to. You don't have to. It'd be nice, but you don't have to. That doesn't mean I'm not insinuating that you're doing something nefarious, but then again, I don't know. There's no law that requires anybody to release their tax return. But here we have the head of the DNC attacking and smearing Mitt Romney for something she herself absolutely refuses to do. To call these people hypocrites would be redundant, and it's quite honestly, it's fatiguing. So why even bother? I mean, to say that they're hypocrites and they're lunatics, to say that people who believe in what they're saying, to say that those people, to really attack those people is really so worthless. I mean, the people who believe that Debbie Wasserman Shultz has any credibility are probably fewer in number than those who believe we went to the moon. And now that's demeaning the Debbie Wasserman Shultz people a little bit.
For the people that believe we did go to the moon?
I didn't go to the moon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, people we didn't go to the moon. I mean, they're the same kind of people and the same kind of numbers.
Yeah.
And that demeans them a little bit.
A little bit. Not that much.
But not that much.
Not much.
But here they are trying to use Mitt Romney's own father against him because he released 12 years' worth of returns when he ran for president, despite being under no obligation to do so then. And in this case, it's not even about releasing his returns. Romney has released them. They're just demanding 12 years of them. Well, we all know why anybody wants, Mitt Romney's returns, because the only thing they had bad on him was he gave a guy a haircut in 1965. And we're not even sure if that's true. I mean, this guy is so squeaky clean, we have to go back to alleged haircuts of 1965.
Don't forget the dog.
The
dog on top of his car.
That's how squeaky clean this guy is. There's absolutely nothing sinister about Mitt Romney's financial dealings. They just want to make a point to hundreds of millions of dollars, that hundreds of millions of dollars in earnings are evil somehow or another. They want to divide the country, pitting the haves against the have-nots. And you know what? They're going to destroy themselves. It's over. It's over. America, we've done our job. We really have. We should be proud. Look at what America has done. We were dumb 8 years ago. We were even dumber maybe 4 years ago, but we started to figure it out. We elected George W. Bush, and we're like, okay, really, that guy? All right. Well, he's better than Al Gore. And so we elected him. But then, because of 9/11, we were like, you know, yeah, I'll go shopping. I'll do my patriotic duty. And we realized about 2006, you know, something's wrong here. And then we go for the hope and change to prove we're even dumber than Thomas Jefferson ever predicted. But now we've done what Jefferson said we would do. This is fantastic. The dividing of the haves and the have-nots is only going to happen with the stupid people, and that's demeaning the stupid people a little bit, but not that much.
Not much, no.
There's nothing wrong with having a Swiss bank account, a Bermudan bank account, a Fijian bank account, a bank account in the Congo or Kenya. You know why? Because you pay the same amount of tax no matter where your money is kept. Why would you have a Swiss bank account? I'll tell you why you have a Swiss bank account. Because when all the other banks collapse, the Swiss won't. That's why. Swiss have always protected the money.
And that's not betting against America. That might be hedging your bet against really bad policies of this president. And there's nothing wrong with that.
And you know what? Really bad policies of this Congress, both Republican and Democrat, and bad policies of the last president. Look, there's really something very patriotic about, if you have money, preserving your wealth now, because somebody's going to need to rebuild this country. And if you don't do it, George Soros will. If somebody doesn't own the land, the Chinese and George Soros and the hedge funds will. You better own land. You better own farmland. You better own water. And when I say you, I mean you, and then understand that it's your responsibility to help set America back up. You farmers, God bless you. You keep working that land. We've got to find a way to get our youth back into farming. You guys are tired. You've been beaten down. I know it. I've seen it. But I've also seen a strong spirit in the American farmer. Don't worry. We will set things right. Look where we are in America. With a divisive group of liars and hypocrites. If Mitt Romney just stands on principle, they'll tear him to shreds with innuendo and lies. If Mitt Romney gives in and releases 12 years of return, he'll be the most evil, uncaring rich man ever to attempt the presidency, despite donating 14% of his earnings every single year to charity. He's in a lose-lose situation. It's all right. Only with the press. And have you seen the ratings? Only with the left. And have you seen how many races they've lost lately? You're approaching that place in your day where, like me, you say, I can't take it anymore. Don't go there. You can take it. Because they've already lost. I know I feel like you've already lost. Like the guy in Princess Bride. I know exactly where the poison is.
And then he falls over dead.
So this may not be the best analogy, but I'm telling you, they've already lost. I know exactly where the poison is. There are millions of Americans who are not Obama zombies, who are not leftist zombies, who know. Who are tired, just as tired as you are. The good Democrats are just as tired as you are of the bickering, of the partisan politics. They're just as tired. All you have to be is optimistic. All you have to be is true to who we really are, Americans. And it's over. It's over. There's millions of Americans who are just like me. We're not in love with Mitt Romney. But I tell you, I'm being driven deeper into his arms every day by complete garbage and Marxist, communist, anti-colonialist bullcrap tellers.
That demeans them a little bit.
A little bit,
but not that much.
Not that much.
We're not the only ones that feel this way. The things they're saying about Mitt Romney say an awful lot about them. In fact, it says more about them than it does about him or you or me. Celebrate. It's all good. It's all good.
And the truth always comes out in the end. In this particular case on Debbie Wasserman Shultz, who is invested in the Julius Baer Group through the Davis Financial Fund. The Julius Baer Group, from their website, is the leading Swiss private banking group focusing exclusively on the demands of sophisticated private clients, family offices, and external asset managers from around the world.
Oh, my gosh.
See what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
See what I mean? Look, this was the hardest thing for us to do at Fox. The hardest thing for us to do. There were times, and someday I will write a book. There were times that left and right came after us. And I mean came after us hard. Did things that you only see in movies. There were times, correct me if I'm wrong, Stu, we sat in your office and we'd be like, this is a movie.
Yeah.
I wouldn't believe this if it wasn't happening to us. I mean, it was a movie.
If I wasn't sitting in the meetings myself, if I wasn't seeing the emails myself, I wouldn't
believe it. And we saved all of that stuff. We recorded all of that stuff. We have it. And someday I will share it all with you. But it's a movie stuff. And the hardest thing for us was to not get angry, not feel totally betrayed, not go after them, because we could go after the people who were after us. We didn't, because my prompting was, they will destroy themselves. Just remain true to who you are. They are not enemies of yours, they're enemies of mine, and they will destroy themselves. And a great example is Weiner.
Anthony Weiner.
Great example of that.
Another example of that is White House Chief Advisor Valerie Jarrett, who has a Bermudan insurance line of credit up to $250,000 in Bermuda.
They will destroy themselves.
Mm-hmm.
See, they always point to their own cancer. Whenever somebody says, that's wrong, that's that, just follow their line of where they say something is bad and rotten, and I guarantee you that these people always point to their own cancer. It's really amazing. It's really, truly amazing. Don't worry. They'll destroy themselves. All we have to do is remain true to who we are, celebrate who we are, lift each other up, be creative, be active, live it every step of the way, and get to the voting booth. And it's over.